Next is the story of a Navy officer, Charles, and his wife Linda. Charles belonged to Mexico, but because of his posting, they both had been living in America. After months of hectic work, Charles finally managed to get a long vacation. Linda had not met Charles's family yet, and hence Charles decided to get a visit to his family living in Mexico and spend his entire vacation there. They weren't able to meet his family even once since they got married and moved to America. Also, Linda was 7 months pregnant, and Charles thought it was the best time to visit his family, as Linda will get all the right attention and care needed during this time. After all, the most important member of the family was about to join them in a few months. When they reached Mexico, Charles's family welcomed Linda with a big heart and prepared her with lots of great Mexican dishes. Linda also helped her mother-in-law in the kitchen, and they started to gel instantaneously. Linda was really happy that she was finally getting to spend some quality time with Charles's family. That very day, when Linda was walking towards the kitchen, she happened to notice a room in their house. The door of that room opened by itself. Linda saw a little girl in the room, facing the wall and scribbling something on the wall. When Linda came close to the girl suddenly turned and gave her a death stare. Linda got really scared and she screamed. Hearing this, the family ran to find Linda, and they told them that the girl is Charles's elder brother's daughter, who's mentally unstable. Linda got really disturbed, and Charles took her to their room so that she could rest for a while. Charles told Linda that one day her niece had gone missing from their house. When everyone searched for her, she was found lying unconscious near the sea. Since then, she's been mentally disturbed and has been doing all sorts of weird things. People claim that she's in this state because she had seen La Llorona. When Linda asked further about La Llorona, Charles told her that it is a spirit that roams around the sea in Mexico, who in her anger had drowned her own kids and taken their lives. Now this spirit thinks of other kids as her own and wants to take them away. When Charles was telling her more about La Llorona, someone called him outside. By the time Charles came back to the room, Linda was fast asleep. After a long and tiring day, Charles also went to bed. Late in the night, Linda suddenly woke up as she heard a woman crying. Slowly, the sound of the woman weeping started to increase, as if the woman was coming closer to Linda. Suddenly, someone banged their room's door, and the sound of weeping stopped. At first, Linda got a little worried, but she ignored it and went back to sleep. Just when she closed her eyes, the toy in the room, near the mirror, started playing on its own. When she got up to turn off the toy, she looked into the mirror. She saw a reflection of a woman standing near the window, and as soon as she turned back, she didn't find anyone. But when she turned back to see the mirror, the woman was standing right behind her, this time with a baby in her arms. Only then, Linda had noticed that her baby bump had disappeared. The woman gave a menacing smile and pushed her back with a lot of force. By then, Charles woke up from his sleep, and when he switched on the lights, he found Linda lying unconscious near the bed. When Charles moved his hand over her belly, he was left in shock. After regaining consciousness, Linda cried her eyes out. She told all the family members about the incident that happened with her. Her sister-in-law hesitantly took just one name, La Llorona. The next morning, they got news that a dead body of about a 7-month-old baby had been found near the sea. Charles took his wife and went back to America and never ever returned to Mexico. After that incident, Charles even stopped going near the sea and resigned from his job from the Navy. Years passed, and Charles and Linda had forgotten everything about the incident and were living happily in America with their 2 kids. But one day, while playing with his friends, his son went by the sea to pick up his ball.